Hello everybody, what is up everyone? Welcome to another off-stream episode with yours truly, Neuro is Delicious. Today we're gonna finally touch on the green gear sets of latest TU12, title update 12 of Division 2, the game. Alright guys, let's get on with it, shall we? Remember last stream, I promised you guys I'm gonna figure out what is the difference between using our latest Hardwire 4 pieces and using the Riga gear set as well. So this is what today's video is all about. Alright guys, so this is in my books. It has been such a wonderful journey figuring out the brand new skills to be used together with the Hardwire 4 pieces and the Riga 4 pieces as well. So let me just go through one by one first, alright guys, and then later on after we are done with this video, allow me to prep for a couple of more hours and then we'll go live and test out all this build. Alright guys, so this is welcome to the first brand set, Hardwire 4 pieces. So please just take note that the builds are very detailed and very specific. Okay, this is 4 pieces of Hardwire that we want to make sure that our feedback loop will occur most of the time, and this is why 4 pieces of green gears in this game is unique like this. You have to make sure that you prop the last talent. I mean the 4th piece of the brand set talent. In my books, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, if you do not want to be, if you find that you are not going to be making full use of any green gear sets 4th talent to its fullest potential, you might as well just continue to use maybe high-end brand sets. Yeah, high-end brand sets actually will yield you more in terms of the skill haste, so will you more total value in terms of its attribute like skill damage, status effect, repair skill, so on and so forth. And over on top of that, you get one more sub attribute. One more sub attribute compared to a green gear set. You get only one attribute. Alright guys, so this is Hardwire 4 pieces. So with this rule, keep in mind, okay guys, with this rule, keep in mind, with my humble opinion, from my humble perspective, if I wanna, now focusing on proccing the last talent of each green gear set. So today we're gonna be touching on 4 green gear sets, okay, not just the Hardwire and not just the Riga. So please stay tuned to find out which are the last 2 green gear sets that we'll be touching on in a while, right? Okay guys, this is TU12. Yours truly's latest suggestion to everybody who catches this off-stream VOD. Alright guys, so 4-piece Hardwire, you want to make sure, like I said, to emphasize on the last talent feedback loop. We want the feedback loop to take place more often than 20 seconds. So you need to equip with the Hardwire feedback loop backpack, which is called the short circuit. Alright guys, the short circuit. So it will decrease the feedback loop time from 20 seconds cooldown to 10 seconds. That is actually more than you need. Alright guys, and this is where we are going to be very selective in terms of our skill now. Yeah, so if you were to look at the 4 pieces of bonuses, you have skill haste, skill damage, and repair skill. Okay guys, and thanks to you guys from the last stream, some of you in the chat actually suggested using repair skill as one of your subsidiary skill, and I actually totally agree with it. The Hardwire has become very useful, would be very applicable if you want to run a Restorer Hive as well. So I have chosen to run with a Restorer Hive, and I am not going to just this build is very focused on this specific talent, which is the Oxidizer. Okay guys, which is the Oxidizer. So please take note that feedback loop, the difference between feedback loop and the Hardwire and the Riga gear set is this. The difference is you will either, whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill cooldown is automatically reduced by 30 seconds. But as for Riga gear set, you need to both cancel off both of your skill. I'm not too sure whether is it at the same time or not. Okay, you must make sure that you must cancel both of your skill in order to proc the Riga 4th talent efficiently. That is if you must also equip with the backpack as well. We'll touch on Riga in a while, okay guys. So this 4-piece Hardwire I've chosen to run with a Restorer Hive, which is actually my secondary skill. Okay, guys, my secondary skill and my main skill that is actually the main skill for this build is actually an oxidizer. A skill. This is a more of a skill based skill damage and skill haste kind of so-called focus lookout. But guess what, guys? Since we do not need skill haste anymore because of the hardwires feedback loop. Okay, guys, we are now gonna be stacking our attributes on skill damage as well as repair skills. Okay, everything is stacked on skill damage and repair skill. My apologies, guys, I have not put in the correct chest piece. Okay, guys, this is actually the correct chest piece. I'm very lucky to have found this particular chest piece, because as you can see here, the chest piece gives me max roll skill damage and max roll repair skill. Okay, guys, I need to put in the repair skill mods. Let me just save this out properly one time. Alright, guys, my apologies. It really took me a long time to put these small builds together for y'all to as reference today. Okay, guys, very excited to be sharing the brand new green gear sets with you guys today. TU12, the latest title update. Okay, so why am I slotting in repair skill? Okay, guys, like I said, in this build we do not need any skill haste in our attributes at all. We do not need any skill haste in our attribute at all. Why? Because we're going to be making use of the Hardwire's 4th talent, and that is the reason why we are using 4 pieces of green gear sets to begin with. Okay, guys, so this Hardwire is famous to give is a 30 seconds cooldown while increasing total skill damage and skill repair. Okay, it's a very straightforward build if you think about it. I think we all had so many different variations back in previous TU, right? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There's so many different variations of people how people want to play with their Hardwire build. But let me give it to you guys straight. TU 12 is by far the best patch in my book so far. Why? Green gear sets are way more viable now in TU as compared to TU 11. Yes. Why? Green gear sets are now more straightforward, and it can be compared to a all high-end brand set. Why? Because it serves all high-end skill builds, and 4 pieces of green gear sets now serves different purpose. Finally, this is our wish come true. We have spoken about this in our channel before, remember? It is my special wish come true to make green gear sets more viable, more viable, and TU12 actually did achieve it. Alright, guys, so please stack on as of this stated here in the Hardwire. It does, every piece of green gear sets really does serve its purpose. So please stack on only a skill damage and repair skill. Okay, make sure that one of your it would be very advisable if you're gonna be using repair skill, you should be running with a Restorer Hive. Alright, guys, Restorer Hive, because you want to make sure that you're able to proc whenever you use or cancel a skill. Okay, guys, you can also cancel the skill by picking your skill up from the floor, which is the Restorer Hive. And Oxidizer is actually your main. I would call it my main skill, or should I say, these 2 skills goes hand in hand, because if without these 2 skills, each skill wouldn't be able to, I would say Oxidizer will rely more on the Restorer Hive to proc the feedback loop efficiently every 10 seconds. And if you were to look into the Oxidizer Chem Launcher statistics, the ammunition cooldown is 70 seconds so far. And if you imagine every 10 seconds, you can already have a cooldown of your Oxidizer. You do not need skill haste in this build at all, right, guys? And also because it gives you an additional 30 seconds cooldown. Yeah, so if you think about it, this 30 seconds cooldown will already give you about 1+ each or 2 ammunition cooldown on your Oxidizer skill. Alright, guys, I hope you guys know what I mean. I have chosen to use to make this build even more OP. I did not choose any other brand set other than this particular brand set. Why? Because this particular brand set, Providence Sacrifice, gives out the most amplified output damage, which is 30%. Alright, guys, and I do not And I'm confident to say I'm not afraid to be taking in, risking this, taking in amplified damage of 60%. Because my game playing style for this build, I would see myself being pretty long range, because my Oxidizer, as proven from last stream, Oxidizer can go really long range. Alright guys, want to make sure that your weapon of choice, also very important, make sure that it's a perfect in sync, because this build is a skill damage based build. And on top of that, because we do not need skill mods, we do not need skill haste mods, and we do not need duration, because we want to make sure every 10 seconds we are picking up the Restorer Hive from the floor to proc the feedback loop. Alright guys, so you do not need duration at all in this build. You do not need skill haste at all in this build, because feedback loop will serve the skill haste purpose already, okay? Which will give your Oxidizer 30 seconds cooldown on your ammunition, and on top of that, it will reset, and increase skill damage and repair by 10 seconds, by 10 seconds, alright guys? Actually, this should be, if I'm not, sorry, this is actually for 20 seconds, my bad, yeah? But the feedback loop, we can decrease once again if you equip with the backpack. You only need to pick up the hive every, deactivate and activate your Restorer Hive every 10 seconds to proc your 30 seconds additional cooldown on your primary skill, right guys? So I can't wait to share this build with you guys later on when we go live. Now, next build, Rigger. Okay, let's go to the next lookout Rigger. Okay, so the to sum up the hardwire build, so basically it's stacked on repair skill and skill damage only. Okay guys, skill damage and repair skills only. Okay, using the feedback loop with a backpack for this to proc your feedback loop more efficiently. Okay, to make sure that your Oxidizer is always doing damage on top of your 30% amplified DPS from your sacrifice vest. Alright guys, okay, next is we are touching on the Rigger brand set. Just in case you guys have no idea, both brand sets has a wave form on it. Yeah, both are lookouts, hardwire, and the Rigger both has the waveform holster. Alright guys, hope you guys have already found your various waveform holster. Thank you once again to Django for dropping this awesome holster for your Shuli. Yeah, thank you Django, I really appreciate it. Yeah, so this holster will greatly significantly increase damage. Any skills that would give you the gives you this skill damage output. Alright guys, please just take note. And it would be most ideal to be using this waveform alternating current most efficiently. It should be used on two skills that gives you damage output all the time. Alright guys, welcome to the Rigger brand set. To give you guys a quick summary breakdown, this brand set, we require duration. Okay guys, we are going to be optimizing Striker Drone, we're going to be optimizing Assault Turret. Why these two choice of skill you say? Okay guys, because the most commonly, the most over the top of my head, the most commonly known skill that can cancel straight away and does not require, how do I say this, very skill damage based kind of skill. Okay guys, only gives out damage output like the Oxidizer. But why are we not using Oxidizer for this build? Because we need both skills that has the function that we can cancel it, if you know what I mean, that is able to perform the cancelling function in order to proc the complete uptime efficiently. Okay guys, so the fourth, okay, so as for the Rigger brand set, the fourth piece talent 10 and Befriend. Okay, it will give you additional skill damage for 10 seconds. But what we are trying to achieve here is actually not so much of the skill damage. Even though compare this brand Rigger gear set to a Hardwire gear set is almost the same, but it actually has a huge difference as well. Okay, guys. So you must make sure that you're choosing both type of skills. Make sure that you are also equipping with the Green Gear Set backpack so that you can optimize your this so-called. You must have the complete uptime, because by cancelling both of your skills, the keyword here is skills, okay guys, or S, skills, will reset both of their cooldown. Yes. So for this specific brand set, we are now stacking on only two. This so-called two attribute. And the first attribute, of course, none but the least, skill damage, because it's a skill damage based gear set as well, same as Hardwire. But now we're going to be stacking on skill duration, because these two, we are not going to rely on skill haste anymore. Why? Because the Rigor complete uptime, it has the same idea as of Hardwire, but it's different in terms of it will give you a complete skill reset if you cancel both of your skill and you're not going to be using it anymore. So with that in mind, you need to make sure that your specific choice of skill that you'll be choosing to go with your Rigor gear set it's gonna last for a very long time. Yes, so hence skill duration is stacked on this build. Alright guys, if I have a choice, I'll be choosing this Murakami Industry on my best, but I need to do some proper farming before I can actually do that. But for now, I will say safely, if the total team output damage is enough to kill NPC fast, even for legendary levels, we should be able to have these two skills up to finish off all NPCs in a single portion of the fight before they actually so-called even if we do not have the time to put these skills up, all we need to do is just cancel both skills, and both skills will be cooldown reset to zero cooldown. So we do not need to worry about the skill haste on this build at all. Okay guys, so once again, like I said, you want to make sure that the skills do not go down on it, do not cool down on its own. So basic on the basic, as to give a very basic example, specific skills that gives you you're able to do the cancellation function. I've chosen Striker Drone as well as the Assault Turret, alright guys. And the waveform to increase the skill damage. I would say this particular build, this Rigor gear set with the both how do I say this, both damage outgoing kind of a skill, waveform is most ideal in this scenario. Okay guys, want to make sure that both of your skill generates a damage output as well. Okay guys, as for waveform that I was using on the this Hardwire earlier on, I would say it's still efficient as well, but it will only be optimizing my oxidizer. That's it. Alright guys, so there is a slight difference, and we cannot use oxidizer on this build at all, because like I said, we need to have the choice of the skills that we're going to be choosing in this build has to have the function that we can cancel the skill by holding down our Q and our E button. Alright guys, okay, so I can't wait to share this build with you guys. Okay, and I've also chosen Glass Cannon to boost my outgoing damage for this specific loadout. Alright guys, no more tag team, I know, right? No more tag team hype. So I hope you guys enjoyed this explanation of how these two brand set actually works separately and distinguishably. If you guys have any question, please feel free to ask me under the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer to your inquiries. Alright guys. So now a bonus 2 brand sets TU12 latest update. We're going to be touching on the Eclipse Protocol version 2. Alright guys, Eclipse Protocol version 2. And this is my choice of skill for this build. Alright guys, let's dive into the 4th talent of this green gear set. What is so special of the Eclipse Protocol backpack? Eclipse Protocol Fourth talent is called the indirect transmission. A lot of you may have already know your kills with your status effect, targets or NPCs will now spread its status effect on kill to other enemies within 10 meters and refresh 50% of duration on them. Right? It's like a chain reaction, like a domino. Right? Is it called domino? Okay. So for this specific brand set, I've decided to stack on only status effect and skill haste. So I would call this build a true CC crowd control build. Alright guys, so the choice of skill I've chosen for this build are the Riot Foam, and also the Gamma Pulse. You can please go ahead and feel free to choose any other status effect type of skills that you like to use, as long as this build is very specific like this, because we are now going to be rolling our main attribute is status effect, secondary will be skill haste. Okay guys, in this build skill haste is important because there is zero skill. There is nowhere except for the 15% on the green gear set on its own that actually gives us the skill haste. And as a CC, as a crowd control player, you need to make sure that your skill is up most of the time. And hence now tag team is back. Okay guys, as for the best talent, I've chosen tag team. Your one and only chore by using this Eclipse Protocol 4 pieces with backpack as a choice to give out additional amplified damage of 30% is no longer a standalone gear set as of TU12. Yeah, I would say it's a very good decision that the game dev actually made. Yeah, is to make Green Gear set more viable again. Is to give Green Gear set its uniqueness back again. Yeah. So guys, okay, so this is please type on status effect first, followed by skill haste. Okay, so how do you get your skill cooldown fast? Is by using your tag team and get your tag team headshot. I mean, tag team, please make sure that you damage dealing weapon damage to the enemy consumes the mark. Make sure that you are activating your tag team efficiently, okay guys. And this is the reason why I've chosen to use, specifically to play safe, for me, I've chosen to use EMP Pulse, because EMP Pulse is an AoE type of damage. So any NPCs that's around me within the range will be I'll be sure to have at least a few I will make sure that this skill would at least proc the tag team efficiently. Okay guys. So please go ahead and be free and choose any other CC skills that is more towards your gameplay and towards your preference. Alright guys. I know a lot of you actually like the fire cam launcher. Am I right? Okay, weapon-wise, I've chosen Everlasting Gaze because headshot grants 50%. This perpetuation is going to instantly increase the damage from our Velmas that is been put together with this Eclipse Protocol 4 pieces. Velmas is the key to this build as well, guys. Yeah, please make sure you must equip with the Velmas, and if you want this build to, if you want your Velmas damage to take place even more, how do I say? You can choose between, okay, 3 other brand sets, which is your Golden Vest, okay, on status E skill haste, you must roll your Golden blue core to a yellow core. You can also choose this Wyvern, alright guys. So either one of these 3 brand set will contribute to this specific gear set as well, okay guys. The Eclipse Protocol version 2 TU12, okay. I've chosen to run skill haste because my secondary, I want my skills to come back even faster, even though I already have the tag team, because my team will be depending on me solely to be a good CC for the team, okay guys. Honestly, I also can be using Golden because your status effect must take place longer than our cooldown. That's a rule of thumb as well if you want to be an efficient crowd control player, alright guys. But I do not have an ideal vest to go with my this build, so I've chosen to run with a Hana Yu first. So we're going to be doing some golden grinding today. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoy this Eclipse build version 2 TU12. Last and final build. Damn, this video has gone into 24 minutes. Damn it! Last but not the least, gentlemen and ladies, okay? Welcome to your future initiative, healer slash explosive damage output build. Welcome, guys. So this is a more healer-based focus type of build because you'll be running your 4-piece future initiative on this build. Okay, once you have this 4-piece down, your healing should already be efficient, inclusive with your duration as well. This build you do not need to run on skill haste also. And your secondary skill that we have chosen to run with this build is actually with the artillery turret, explosive artillery turret. And the brand set that we have chosen to run with this build is also the following: the same sacrifice vest that I personally was very lucky to have found, and I rolled a red card to a yellow skill tier. Okay, stack on skill damage and repair skill. But why I'm also running skill duration on this build? Why skill duration on this build? Okay, guys, because we want to make sure that your healer, your Restorer Hive is up for a long time. Because again, this build has no skill haste at all. We are not depending on skill haste on this build. Your main duty for this loadout is actually restoring your teammates' armor, right, guys? Is to heal your teammate, is to keep them safe. But at the same time, you are also a killer by using this perfect glass cannon, by using this artillery turret. So your range is gonna be, just please make sure that you are safe from NPCs. You are always the last guy at the back. Alright, guys, make sure that your healer, your Restorer Hive is around you or near to your teammates. Okay, I've chosen to run with this strategic alignment finally. Why are we using strategic alignment, guys? Because it will boost us with skill damage and skill repair and repair skills. Sorry, it's actually skill damage and skill repair by 20%. Okay, I'm not sure if this skill repair applies to the Restorer Hive at all. I think it should, yeah. As compared to the Artificer as well. Both type of Hive are in a way a repair. It's a skill repair type. It's a skill repair. Alright, guys, it's in the same category. So why we're able to apply the status effect of bleed by default from the artillery turret applies bleed status effect on target NPCs. Okay, so once I would say this is a very straightforward build as well. Okay, guys, finally we are able to use the strategic alignment China Light Industry backpack. I have kept these back for a freaking long time, and finally in TU12 we're finally able to use it. Finally, stack on status E, skill damage. It's not stacked on status E, yeah, guys. Please make sure that it's also stacked on repair skills and skill damage. So I need to personally, in the past, I have actually dismantled a lot of max roll gear sets before. I had a skill damage and repair skill backpack before. But I've decided to not keep it because I did not see myself running this build up until TU12. Yeah, I know, it's insane, right? I could have ran this build a long time ago. So okay, please take note that these builds are very specific to playing legendary levels and above. Okay, guys, legendary levels and above. Okay, and in a team, in a group. So yeah, stack on repair skills and stack on this skill duration. Okay, repair skills and skill duration, and the skill damage output will be given out from the China Light Industry explosive damage, and from the sub attribute as well, and from your perfect shot and all as well, and from your perfect glass cannon. Alright, guys, you want to make sure that your build is it serves only two purposes. And this is one thing that I'm in love to share with you guys this video today, because all of these 4 brand sets, if you were to watch from the top again, all of these 4 pieces of builds, out of these 4 different types of green gear sets, Hardwire, Eclipse, FI damage, and the Rigor gear sets, all of them serves only one or two purposes only and nothing else. Okay, if you know what I mean. Okay guys, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'm so excited to be testing out these 4 brand new version 2 green gear sets with you guys when we go live in a couple of hours. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you very soon live on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and for next going live notification and update. See you guys!